Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yanga Mangisa and I'm a South African based in Hungary. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subby, welcome back, and if you are new, please watch the existing videos and help my channel to grow. Well, on today's topic, I will be talking about the importance of having a community when you are living abroad. Very important, guys. I can vouch for that. So guys, welcome back to my channel. We are at the peak of summer. It's so hot, guys, and although it's hot, I caught the flu in the heat of 32 degrees. I caught the flu, so my voice is a little not so great, and I might not be able to speak very loudly, but please bear with me. I'm recovering from flu, but essence of the video is the importance of having a community. I've been in Hungary for 3.5 years now. Yes, for 3.5 years. We are hitting 4 years in September. So guys, welcome back to my channel. So when I got here, I was introduced to one student fellowship. It was around COVID, like 2020. So I met a girl from Tanzania in the dorm, and I met a girl from Kenya. So they were friends. They were living in the same room. They were friends. And you know the excitement of seeing another black person in the dormitory, because my dormitory was big, it had a lot of people. So I was so happy to see this other black girl, and she spoke Swahili when she saw me, and I think I somehow spoke Zulu. Very confusing, I know, but the excitement we both had when we saw, like, when I saw a black girl and when she saw another black girl, like the excitement we had, it was, I don't know, it was a shock and an excitement, and then we started using like the languages that we know, and I don't know why I think I spoke Zulu or Xhosa between the two. So she spoke Swahili, but then we realized, we are not from the same part of Africa, because Tanzanians and Kenyans, they can communicate in Swahili. So after that, we just realized, no, we're not from the same we're not from the same part of Africa. But nonetheless, we spoke English. She told me where she was from, and I told her where I was from, and like we spoke. Her name is Nema. She went back home to Tanzania. So after we spoke, I told her which room I'm living in, and she also told me. And then she was very friendly. She told me that if I need anything, I can ask them. Guys, it was so nice, like this is a big person. And then she told me that there's a church they go to, St. Columbia's, and she's gonna show me this other Sunday. Did I go with her? Yeah, on a particular Sunday. And before that, they had a hiking for the church. So they added me to the hiking group, and I went hiking. If I find the pictures, I'm gonna insert them. If I find those pictures, it was like my first interaction with other Africans when I came here in Hungary. So we went on a hike, and the hike was in Esztergom. We went to Esztergom, and then when we got to Esztergom, they showed me a bridge. There's this bridge that separates Hungary and Slovakia. So if you were to cross that bridge walking, you would actually have crossed to another country. So it was very interesting for me. It was around October 2020. And then after the hiking, we went on full lockdown. And with the full lockdown, they told me that they have classes, Hungarian classes, that were conducted by Sabina. So on Thursdays we would log in on Zoom or Teams to do the Hungarian lessons. It was also nice, and then we would have like Bible studies, and I enjoyed it. It was like, okay, now we were in this situation of lockdown, but somehow I have found a community that I can blend with, or I can, you know. And a little brief background of my faith. I'm a Christian, and I come from an Anglican family. And while I was at home, like growing up, I was a server, so I got baptized, and we also had other confession classes, and then I was a server until I went to varsity. So that's how I started being a server. And my my other parts of the family, they are Methodist, because through marriage, guys, through marriage, I have a family that has embarked on the Methodist journey. So at home, we are full Christians. We we attend Methodist and Anglican churches. So when I moved to Budapest, I was trying to find my feet as well with faith. So it was very nice to meet up with people who are Christians, students who are Christians. So that was also a nice thing for me. So it meant my foundation from home and my faith, it's not gonna get like shaken up, guys. When you move to a foreign country only to find out that you cannot practice your religion or your culture, that so for me it was very nice to actually, the first group that I encountered besides my classmates, it was a group of African international students who are Christians. And yes, so, and yeah, backtrack to the story, sorry about that. Then this other Sunday, Nema invited me to go to church. The church is in Columbia's. We went, it was very nice. I enjoyed the service. And then we went on full lockdown, so we just continued with our Bible studies and our Hungarian lessons. So yeah, that was life. So after all of that, guys, after that, I don't know, fast track to 2021. I found a group on Facebook, on Instagram, written RYA. Like, I found it on Instagram, so I realized, okay, they meet at this cafe called Sela, and they say they call themselves young adults. So the R stands for Riverside Young Adults. So I actually met the young adults group before I actually went to church, before I actually moved to Riverside. So I saw a post on Instagram where they meet at Cellar Cafe. So I navigated my way, went to Cellar Cafe, met interesting people from different parts of the world. The leaders of young adults are Sean and Jess. They're from Canada, a young Christian couple from Canada. So they are missionaries actually. So I joined that group. It was, when your first encounter is kind of weird. You don't know, like, you're trying to, what can I say? When people already know each other and now you're trying to catch up and you're trying to find your feet. So that was me on the first day. So they will be meeting every Wednesdays at 6. And when they meet, there's a certain topic that we share. And we also have a meal. So they cook for us and then we eat. So after eating, we just get on with the topic. So this other month we're doing the love series. So we're watching a series about love, but in a biblical manner. So it was a very nice series. That's one of my best memories and like profound memories with Riverside Young Adults from 2021. So we had a love series, so we would read the Bible as well, and we would answer a few questions. So through that, I had this accountability that, okay, on Wednesdays, I am meeting with this group. It doesn't matter what plans I have, but on Wednesday at 6, I cannot have any other plans. I am going to young adults. And it helped me with like being open and share, because we also pray for each other. So it's men and women. So during prayer, like we pray together as a group, and then when we are done with our session, we split, women on their other side, men on their other side, and we have a method of saying you pray for the person on your left hand side. So whoever is on your left is the person that you're actually going to pray for. So we share like our issues, like what 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 is heavy on you at that particular moment. It can be academics, it can be marriage, it can be family, it can be friendships, like it can be different things that you actually want us to pray for you on. So it one with that group, it helped me to be open, like to be open, to be vulnerable. Like it's Christian ladies, and they are willing to listen to you, and they are willing to pray for you. And if maybe you are a person who you're not sure, okay, if I actually want these ladies in this group to hear my problem, you can find any one of them whom you are comfortable with. You can text them and ask them to pray for you in this area. So one of the important things from that community that I learned is being open, being vulnerable, and you are allowed to, we are humans, we're not perfect. And even as Christians, we are not perfect. We are learning. And one of the parts about being a Christian and a born again is that you you are to have like people to share your burdens with, like to also to have people to have people whom you can share your burdens with, to share your weaknesses. Like they're not going to use your weaknesses against you. Instead, they're going to help you to like overcome those weaknesses, or like, I don't know how to put it, guys, but it helps to have accountability partners. It gives you a space to be vulnerable. It gives you like a safe unity, I can say. And you realize that even when you listen to other people's stories, no one is striving for perfection. We are like, we are Christian, we're born again, this is how I'm falling short, and I had this like, guys, we would share so many things. Even like academics, we were going through the most with academics. And also, in 2021 going to 2022, we were like, most of us were like students, majority like students, but now we work, and then we have another lot that is like students. So seeing the people that I was with when I was like a full-blown student, and seeing them grow and blossom into young women in corporate, or young men in corporate, it is so nice to see the very same people that you were sharing burdens with, you were sharing struggles with, and you were celebrating with, seeing them grow and evolve into the working industry. Because like we used to be like, oh, now it's exam season, I'm stressed about this module, it is stressing me, and all that jazz. We had this community that was praying for us. So guys, then in 2021, I found young adults, where I learned how to be vulnerable, how to be open, and how to navigate the Christian space as a young person. And then after meeting the young adults, then okay, found out, okay, they were from Riverside. So now I went to Riverside Church, And with Riverside Church, that was the first place I ever saw a lot of Ugandans. Like in South Africa, I've never seen someone from Uganda. I don't know. I've never met someone who's from Uganda. So here, the one person that I actually met that was from Uganda, it was Alan Katz. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. So he's a content creator. So he was the first Ugandan that I ever met. And then Tom. So when I went to Riverside Church, I met a lot of Ugandans. I'm like, I've never like seen a lot of them at once. So I went to Riverside Church and I fell in love with the church. I was like, ah, okay, it's an international church. It has a lot of, it's run by staff mostly from the American side, like the American continent. But guys, it is an international church. Like it was homely kind of. I know it's a church in English, but the community, the space, like the people from there, they're amazing. So there's the staff, and then there are people who serve there. So after I went to Riverside like a couple of few times, like I was learning the routine. They had like one service, and then they moved to having two services, and then they moved to a new building. Like I was like, even when they were making announcements, you hear them saying that Pastor Dave would say, on Saturday we need people to come and assist in the church. Like the church was moving to the current building now from another building. So on Saturdays, the church members would come and help with painting, with installing things. I was like, it is so nice. And financially, like it's given me a space and a different perspective when it comes to church. Like for me, I would say like back home, when it comes to church, it like on a financial basis, it will be strenuous. But Riverside has given me a different perspective. Like yes, I do have my tithing and my offerings, but it's not it's not the money first, it's the people first. If I can put it that way, it's the people first. So at Riverside, they have like different life groups, first of all. And oh, before the life groups, there's like two services for the adults, and then we have classes, different classes for different age groups. Like we have your toddlers, like different age groups to give them biblical study, and we have teachers, like teachers, like the staff that is responsible for the kids area, and then we have us as members who work in the kids area, and then we have the ushers, we have the greeters, we have the prayer team, we have, if I can say, like in the corporate ladder, where you, okay, maybe like in a school where you have your I don't want to say school, like different levels or different phases, but guys, if let me put a picture, we have the pastor and the wife, Kami, and we also have like the kids area where we have people, us as members who have volunteered to help with the kids area. Like we do it so freely and so loving. It is so nice. And I serve as an usher and a greeter. Like as a member of the church, you literally be able to find a certain department, if I can say, a certain department that works for you. If you are strong in worship, if you are strong in IT, there's the sound there's the sound team, and then there's also the worship where you can sing. There's the prayer team, you can pray for people after the service or any other time that is needed. Like, we have different life groups, and it is so amazing to serve in the house of the Lord. And it's it's so nice to, I think, back when I was a server, now here I also got to be a server, but in a different way. But it is so nice to have a community, and to have like a to it is so nice to have a community, guys. That's what I can say. So I was Riverside Young Adults, and then I also serve at church, and then there are also life groups that we sign up to, like at the beginning of the year. So you attend that life group for like the whole year. There's like different life groups you can sign up for. There's the hiking group, there's the men of valor, there's women of valor, there is Bible study. Like, I kid you not, how I feel like at church, with the church community that I'm in, I feel like you will definitely, definitely, definitely find a space for yourself. Because, like, for me, I'm I'm socially, I have like social awkwardness of some sort, but but church community has helped me to like figure my life out and have people in my corner. Like, this other life group besides the young adults, there's another life group that I go to from church. We both these life groups, they were praying. Like, there was a point in my life where I was praying for my thesis. Guys, my thesis was dribbling me, so I had life groups that were praying for my thesis, and then after the thesis we were praying for work permits, and then after the work permit, guys, oh, it was the job, and then the work permit. Like, the importance of having a community abroad, I would highly, highly recommend. It gives you space to be vulnerable. It gives you a sense of, like, you will not be lonely. Yes, the loneliness will always be there because you are not home, but there are people whom you can call, or you can go to their houses, or you can meet up, or you can just a phone call. It gives you like an extended family. Like, for Christmas, last year on Christmas, I was invited by the chapels there from church as well. So a sense of having a community, the importance of having a community in a foreign country, you are able to, those important, like those holiday things like Christmas, you will have people whom you can go to, whom will invite you to their homes. You will cook, you will eat, you will share meals. And also, one of the other things that has one of the things that I love about having communities here in a foreign land, like when I was home, things were done like at home. We would cook. It's not like we would only go to like people's things, like if it's birthday and then you have an invite. But here, you are able to do a bring and share kind of thing, and you go to someone's house, you share like different meals, you eat. Like, the sharing part, it is so nice, sort of like an exchange kind of way, and it is so nice. You get people who will pray for you, who will pray with you, who will navigate this living abroad life with you. And I know that there are other like groups, like even on online, there's a there are things called foreign something. I think people meet up at a certain space. But yeah, you can, yeah, it's very important, guys, to have like community when you are living abroad, like people you can go out with for picnics. Like for example, like with the young adults, we even had like a retreat this year in May. We went for a retreat weekend. It was very nice. And we also have, because now it's summer, we have like sports day, like volleyball and all that. And these are people that I know from church, and I know their intentions are pure, and like being around them, it's a safe space. Like it provides a safe space in an international space. Like we're all here, most of us are like foreigners, and it is like, it's so nice. We came here to study, and now we are navigating the work life. We're trying to balance things, and it's like so hard being far from home. But when you have a community, it can be your friends, it can be church, it can be I don't know, yeah, like, yeah, your friends and people from church. Like you can have those people, but it is very important to have a community, like your go-to people, your go-to community, guys. Like being far from home, I know it's very hard. So guys, thank you for tuning into my channel, and I hope to see you on the next installment. And I hope on the next installment I'll be feeling much better.